What is going on, wrestling fans? It is I, Steve Fall, and welcome to Ringside News. On today's edition, we're talking about SmackDown that was already taped. Dun, 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 dun. So the results are out there. You can actually watch this if you have the proper VPN. So technically, some of us have already watched SmackDown. Shh, don't tell anybody. But here are some spoilers if you did not watch it. Also, my microphone is not here, and neither is my light. So if I look a little different, sound a little different, it's because it is going to sound and look a little different. But from this account right here, from Soup Pakachu, I'm crying, man, and Tama Tonga, this man, every time he comes out, or every time we see him backstage, or every time we just see him in general, going to the grocery store, he looks crazy. Last week was him making the noise of the man who throws the spears at Ace Ventura when nature calls. This week, he's crawling out. So he's got great fireworks. Good for you, buddy. But then he's crawling on the ground. What's happening here? He reminds me of when my dog is in the kitchen and I grab the bag of treats and I shake them. My dog comes in making weird noises, crawling on the ground, looking for pops up. Ooh, food? Yummy, yummy in my tummy. So Tama Tonga is one of my favorite new characters here on SmackDown and in the new evolution of the Bloodline for a couple of reasons. One, the man has incredible facial expressions. So many wrestlers can put on great matches, have amazing moves, but they don't have a character. This man, Tama Tonga, he can wrestle, he entertains me, he makes weird faces, he goes, ah, 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 ah. Oh, he's a hungry dog when you shake those treats. So I love him so much. And of course, other accounts. This one, yeah, there it is. Team Cody _ What the? Why the F this man is so weird? That is a good question. I don't know. But I do know, spoiler alert, he lost to Randy Orton in the finals. That means, folks, we are going to get Randy Orton versus Gunther at King and Queen of the Ring. Those are the finals. And the winner of that match gets a championship match with the champion on their brand. But I'll be honest with you, it is the WWE, and they don't really care about rules when it comes to those things. I made a video earlier about this, and people were like, don't you know he can only fight the champion on his brand? Don't you know that WWE doesn't follow their own rules sometimes? So the fact that Gunther and Randy Orton are in the finals, well, if Randy Orton wins, he can fight Cody Rhodes if we're going by the rules. If Gunther wins, he can fight Damian Priest. Which match would you rather see at Clash of the Castle, which is coming up on June 15th? And then, of course, we have SummerSlam August 2nd. So what would you rather see? Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton or Gunther versus Damian Priest? I want Gunther to win, but I also would rather see Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, and they bring up the legacy storyline. That's what I want. And also, I want more apparent video of Tama Tonga because I love him so much. Now, this has been circulating online everywhere from Elite Club. The Saudi crowd is chanting, "You suck," at Chad Gable. Now, that to me is awesome. I don't know why this account down here won't disappear. Give him a nice free boost. Let's do a little refresh. Oh, you can see all my thumbnails. It's okay. Chad Gable. He got the "You suck" chant in Saudi Arabia. And to me, that is the best news possible because recently we have seen Chad Gable turn heel. We have recently seen Chad Gable insult Aldis and Maxine and Tozawa, joke with the Creed brothers, possibly luring them in to be part of the Alpha Academy. I have a suspicion that Chad Gable is going to get the rest of the Alpha Academy to all turn heel and help him win the Intercontinental Championship. I don't know if it's going to happen, but the fact that we're getting "You suck" chants. And even last week on Raw, we had Perk Angle references. Perk Angle, now it's Perk Gable, which I hope he never gets the way Kurt Angle once was, but I have a feeling that just the Saudi crab training you suck was going to inspire the next town on Raw and then the house shows, and everyone will start saying, "You suck, you suck, you suck." It's classic Kurt Angle stuff there. So I hope this continues on because it's amazing. Now, here is a bigger amazing thing. Some of us work out. Some of us might go running. Some of us go swimming, lift weights. Jade Cargill is a specimen. And wrestling purist says this perfectly. Jade Cargill's abs are so insane that they show through her Saudi gear. She's wearing a bodysuit. Look at that. What is going on down here? Damn it. It's doing it again where people keep popping up. I don't want. Yeah, the fact that Jade has a bodysuit on and you can see her 6-pack, which I'm going to just say it's probably an 8-pack, a 12-pack, through her suit, shows you that for years we thought Finn Balor was the one who had the magic abs. It turns out Jade has the magic abs because in her bodysuit on SmackDown in the Saudi arena where they require women to cover their bodies, you can still see the phenomenal shape that Jade is in, and that is outstanding. No other woman, if you look it up and down the card, has done this where they wear a bodysuit that you can see their 8-pack, their 10-pack, their 12-pack. It's unbelievable. Like, I am intimidated by this photo alone. Congratulations, Jade. You made all of us feel really lazy. Really lazy. But a segment on SmackDown that occurred, AJ Styles, he says he needs another chance at the Undisputed Championship. But Nick Aldis says it has to be earned. And AJ also, though, said he doesn't have that much time left. Now, are they suggesting that AJ Styles is an old man? Because he's not young, but he's not old. Let's be honest, he's not old. We have seen wrestlers like Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan wrestle matches way far beyond the age that they should be doing it. But AJ Styles is still in phenomenal shape, pun intended. But with him demanding matches against Cody Rhodes or maybe even Damian Priest, maybe we're leaning into the fact that if Nick Aldis can't give AJ what he wants on SmackDown, maybe AJ can get what he wants on Raw. Though we did have AJ lose to Cody Rhodes at Backlash just about a month ago. So having AJ demand a match against Nick, I get it. Nick's like, dude, you just lost against Cody. What the hell you think you're doing here? But yet, could this lead to Adam Pearce trying to steal AJ Styles away from SmackDown? I'd love to see that. But if we're going to get AJ Styles trying to earn his right here, well, Money in the Bank is July 4th weekend. But we do have Clash of the Castle coming up June 15th first. So could we see AJ not get what he wants, and then demand to be in the Money in the Bank? He wins that, cashes in, becomes champion. Because there's no way Cody Rhodes is winning that belt on a one-on-one match right now, even Steven. Not at all. The only way Cody Rhodes is losing is being screwed over. And I wouldn't mind AJ Styles being the one who screws over Cody Rhodes. I wouldn't mind at all. Bianca Belair did lose to Nia Jax in the finals, the semifinals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. So now we know the finals. Lyra Valkyria, who I say her name wrong every time I say it, Lyra Valkyria. Try saying that 3 times fast. And Nia Jax will be the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. But backstage, we saw an interaction between Tiffany Stratton, and Bianca Belair. And boy, the crowd absolutely loved Tiffany Stratton. And I know everyone wanted Tiffany Stratton versus Bianca Belair to be a match at WrestleMania. I know people were hoping it was going to happen. And I also was hoping, because Bianca Belair, yes, she's a champion. Yes, she had a good match at WrestleMania. Yes, she's doing well on television. But in reality, Bianca Belair should never be in a tag team or a 3-on-3 match. It's such a big match, big event like WrestleMania. It happened to Becky Lynch at last year's WrestleMania, and I thought that was a waste. Bianca Belair here, I feel like is being wasted as well, not having a Tiffany Stratton match at WrestleMania. But now it looks like we're going to lean into that storyline here on SmackDown. Again, there's a lot of PLEs coming up. Will it happen on SmackDown? Will it happen on a PLE? But Tiffany Stratton versus Bianca Belair is a match I want to see, and I think it's a match everybody wants to see as well. Bayley did retain her women's championship against Chelsea Green. After that matchup, though, Piper Niven attacked Bayley, setting up again more storylines, more things we can grab onto here on SmackDown. And I think that's the best part about any match is if the match ends, well, then something needs to start after that. What continues? What's going to keep going? Because Bayley, to me, is a great champion, a great fighter, but her storylines have been lacking, just like with Cody Rhodes. We got you to the championship, but then after that, well, we didn't have anything waiting for you. And it's kind of what's happening to Bayley a little bit. Nothing wrong with the championship run, nothing wrong with her, but yet we are dealing with a situation where how do we root for our baby faces when we need top heels? Chelsea Green is a top heel. Doesn't win many matches, but she is great at her job. She makes you hate her. She makes you want to see someone punch you. And that's why Bayley is a perfect opponent for her. She beat her here on the SmackDown in Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Arabia did get to see Bayley. They got Chelsea Green. They got a lot of great matches on SmackDown. But Bayley now and Piper Niven Clash the Castle makes complete sense because Piper Niven, come on. Come on. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be fun. Though, one of the matches that was advertised on SmackDown was supposed to be the Street Profits versus the Bloodline. That match got canceled because we're informed backstage that the newest member of the Bloodline is so dangerous, is so vicious, that even Saudi Arabia said, you can't come into our area. You can't come to Saudi Arabia. But yet he did come to France for Backlash to make his debut. But Saudi Arabia said, no, you're too much for us. Too much for us. I don't think that's possible. I don't think it's possible to be too much for Saudi Arabia. Not at all. Not at all. So we got a different matchup, though. It became the Street Profits and LA Knight defeating A-Town Down Under and Carmelo Hayes. Interesting, though, that they would give you this matchup. And imagine if LA Knight didn't come to Saudi Arabia. What the hell are you going to do? You're kind of out of options with certain people. I know certain talent are in Saudi Arabia. We have seen the photos. Like Santos Escobar is there. We have seen Aldis is there. There's a few other wrestlers we have seen who are actually in Saudi Arabia. We haven't seen them used yet on SmackDown, but most likely they will be used at the PLE. I just feel bad for LA Knight. Like, the guy just fell off. He's doing great, but Logan Paul's champion, so he's stuck in that position. IC champion, Sami Zayn, that's on Raw. LA Knight's being wasted, in my opinion. And my favorite tweet from Public Enemy's podcast. Kevin Owens got on a 30-hour flight, motivated by pure hate for Solo and his love for Randy Orton. That shit is poetic, and it's true. Kevin Owens came down to help Randy Orton, and then that allowed Randy Orton to pick up the win and heading into the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. Randy Orton in Gunther. That's going to be fun. I can't wait for that one. But also, we did see Paul Heyman backstage with Solo explaining that they could not get some members of the Bloodline into the country. Well, Tama shows up and Paul Heyman's like, oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You scared me. Oh, my God. You scared me. So, all in all, SmackDown, the last SmackDown before the PLE tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. It's going to be a good one. Right now, 5 matches. Just 5 matches. But the best NXT takeovers go back in the day, the past, first, I think 30 of them, all were just 5 matches. So nothing wrong there. Elimination Chamber only had 5 matches. I think Royal Rumble only had 5 matches. So I'm cool with short events that are selling out, though. Imagine that, though. You pay all this money and you think you're getting 8 matches on the card. You get 5. But you got SmackDown the night before. So if you're going both nights, it all works out for you. But if it's not working out for you, well, that's terrible. But all in all, SmackDown was fun. I've been Steve Fall. This is Ringside News. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.